What are you saying? You pleb. 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 Pleb.
When last we saw our heroes, they were about to say things to other people who are not heroes. In fact, they are the opposites.
Wait. Right, pleb. Will's jumped up here, and I'm not gonna fucking act like there's nothing going on or blah, 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 whatever. In the last, I think 24 hours, 36 hours, there's been some very accusatory remarks made by certain parties. Certain parties have got a history of research and stuff and coming up with some dirt. So, there is a little bit of background there, and we have to pay attention and be like, oh, well, okay. There's no smoke without fire. But Brucey, I'll let you do the intro because Will's come up. You know about the solar situation, Bruce. Are you up to date with it before we bring your man in, Bruce? Are you up to date with what's going on or what?
Yeah, I read some tweets today.
Right. Do you want to intro the situation because you're the host? Okay. I'll shut up.
Yeah, sure. Welcome up, Will. Welcome up, man. So I saw Ray's post this morning about Solar selling around 75K worth of your own token. I think that's the matter at hand, right?
Yeah, I saw that. I also saw your post there commenting. So I'll definitely do the same as you if that I actually had that tokens. So yeah.
So I don't know, man. It doesn't look that good. I don't know how to start this, bro.
Yeah, no, I can just give a general maybe comment on it. So it's we started just the background of the SolarBankDAO, which is there. It's actually set that up in August, just trying out, figured I wanted to learn and test out the DAO kind of platform and play with it. And I set up this SolarBankDAO because at the side of what we're doing in general, right, which is more on the Empower chain and building that, we've been kind of full-time 5 last years on building that part. But before then, I was in solar, and we were building solar parks in Sweden and doing rooftop solar, and started getting into kind of utility scale solar. So we always had the plan of, how can we actually decentralize solar energy, and not just solar energy is decentralized power production, but it's still the only ones who can really get into it are the big investors and funds. So those are the ones who can buy shares in solar power plants if you want to build it. So we wanted to figure out how we can build a technology where anyone can access to it. So that was kind of the starting point. And I set up the DAO, and we distributed kind of tokens, set it up with 100, and that was really all there was to it. And then we have been looking at when can we get time to launch this and do it. And now we have talked about kind of doing this Solar Heroes NFTs, and the point of those were to get kind of all the mint of those solar NFTs go into putting money into this first solar park. So you get the shares of those, and the yield from that solar park go back to the NFT holders. And at the same time, we made this LP on Osmosis as a way of kind of getting liquidity. So it's kind of all bootstrap project. There's no investors, no VCs or anything in SolarBank. So it's if we're going to get someone to build it and help doing that, we need the funds. So it's definitely a plan to sell and bootstrap this, both growing the community by distributing the tokens, but also getting funding for the development. And this is where the 75,000 comes in as well. And since this is a kind of a lockup period of 14 days and things like that, I was selling these tokens from my own holding, team tokens that we got initially. And I mean, unfortunately on this, we didn't set any lockup and anything. So for the team tokens, there's no 5 or 6 year lockup, which of course should have maybe done that in afterwards. We also had some issues with another developer who was part of the team in August, who quit in December and started selling once we launched the pool, before there was any liquidity in it, and we had no clue what happened there. And that was, of course, all my fault. I had actually, I didn't think about him holding any tokens at all, but he was. When we reached out to him, he was amazing. He returned all the tokens to the DAO again. So there's a bit less than, it was 350 tokens that he has returned to the DAO again. So that was the first kind of part of issues when we launched it initially, and where the first digging there was in the beginning of March, which we responded to, which was kind of reposted, as you said, yesterday or day before that again. But what we did was we started selling, and it's all kind of put into the DAO. So it's a list. If you look into the DAO proposals on DAO, you will see kind of the days of when we sold Solar, converted it into Juno, and it's the treasury of the DAO has now around, I think, $78,000 off there in the treasury, and that's kind of money set aside to build this Solar, the watt peak minter and the staking and the technology part of how we want to make sure you can tokenize the solar power production. So we have, there's also a white paper that we've kind of been working on the last few weeks, and we posted that earlier this week in the Discord, and kind of working on finalizing it. So it would be great to, our goal was to have everyone read that and understand what the solar is, how it will accrue value, what's the point of the DAO, what's the watt peak, and all of that we're actually building. But of course, you have this, as you say, this digging and people saying, "Oh, you got $75,000," and it's you pocketed it and exited, but it's most of it is in the actually DAO treasury, and it's possible to check that out as well. It doesn't take too much. So I mean, it's super stressful, of course, to have this, and it's a lot of accusations, and it's legit questions as well, right? I mean, this happened quickly. We posted this when we had the time. It's a kind of a side project, but something that we've been working on for a long time, and it's really a part of, I think this watt peak that we are building there will be a great addition to the whole cosmos. It's a fungible kind of token that can work as a stable coin, where you can get 1 watt peak of solar production, and the yield will go back into those holding that every year. So you will get a stable token that will get real kind of yield from a solar power plant annually, which will make it stable, but also give it, it will be transactional, but it will also be yield generating, and then counter inflation. So that's really the big purpose, is to how can we use this into DeFi and on the Empower chain. Can this be something that waste pickers can get once they get the rewards for sorting and delivering waste to kind of collection points? They might not be able to use a digital US dollar or a Bitcoin, but can they get this watt peak that will give them interest, and they can exchange this for services into the kind of a power chain system again, is really what we're trying to build, and what we're super, enthusiastic about. So of course, frustrating with the whole discussion there, but we need to talk about it and explain what's been going on, like where's the money, where are they going, and all of this. And we've been trying from the beginning to actually do it, but obviously not enough to avoid all these questions, and that's fair enough. It's all on chain, right, and auditable, and we know that, and so this is the good thing about blockchain, right, that you are held accountable, and you need to stand for what you do and explain it. Maybe people don't approve or agree on the approach, but we kind of bootstrap this project, wanted it to do it just with the Cosmos tools, the DAO, build a community, bootstrap that in Cosmos, bring in the people that we are working on in the communities we're part of into this cyber solar heroes, and building this kind of step by step and really being open about it. But people might agree or not, but we're really happy to talk about it and show what we're doing and show the money, and do all that part. And hopefully there's a lot going on, and we're launching more of the technology, of course, during the coming months as well. So we'll see. We'll just keep trying to answer as much as we can. But as you say, sometimes it's on Twitter, and you get a lot of people just adding in a lot of accusations without checking.
You know what, Will, listen, and I'm gonna say this as a friend. You don't send yourself. I'm listening to your voice. I've spoken to you before. We had a great show. Oh, dude, you were so entertaining. You were so like bravado, full of everything, and the joys of life. And I don't know, Will, you just sound like deflated. or disappointed, or I don't know what's wrong, like, Will, but I can detect something right now that makes me feel a bit sad, dude, you know?
Yeah, I mean,
That's because I like you. I'm saying that because I like you, Will. That's why I'm saying that. I detect something in your voice because I regard you as a friend, and you just sound a bit sad, and it worries me, you know?
Yeah, I mean, it's just, you get surprisingly stressed by this kind of, I don't know, the FUD going on. You think it's interesting to be on that side of it. I think, like, when we launched this LP and NFTs and it all sold out in a week, people are just hyping and getting into the liquidity pool. And we were like, actually just telling in Discord and Twitter, like, don't buy the Solar. It's not worth this yet. We're still building the technology, but still people putting in. And then you're on the side of Twitter where everything is good and everyone just exaggerates it. And, it's just swings like it's crypto Twitter, I guess. And then when there's FUD, you get just like this all negative all day. And of course it drains you a bit more than
But Will isn't I agree with you, and it is fickle. It's a very fickle environment. But in blockchain, aren't you only like judged like by like your previous or like the last like experience or what you did, or so like you can do like I say Andre Cronje or whatever, like when he did all that work with Phantom and blah blah blah, and then it was like one thing, or Danny, and it was a one thing that like immediately like took them down. It's like blockchain only remembers the like last event, and people often have to go off into like solace like for quite a while, get some redemption, maybe build something, come back, blah blah. But you get what I'm talking about, Will. People only remember like the today and the tomorrow, right, in blockchain.
Yeah, no, definitely. And of course, it's like that everywhere, and even more when you're on social media. It's just like that. So it's it's definitely a part of it, and I guess we just have to, we live with that. And I think this is just a part of the.
I don't know, Will. I don't know. I think blockchain is social media, and I think social media is blockchain. I think like we're seeing like stuff that we're doing like live on air that we're putting on the blockchain and blah blah blah, and things are being recorded and they're being put on the blog. Like, I don't think you can differentiate though the two right now. What I'm trying to say, like, Will, it's the latest and the last thing that you did that people are like got in the forefront of their mind,
Yeah, no, totally agree. It's just like this is something you have to, live with and count on if you want to run a crypto project. I think it's fair enough. You will be scrutinized and people will look at everything and you just have to live with it. Might be draining at times, exactly when it happens. And it's like easier and stuff, but yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what. Let me come at this from a different angle. Rewind it 6 months, 8 months, right? You said August, blah blah. Like, let's rewind. Right, what would you do different? That's it. There you go.
Yeah, no, I mean, definitely at the time I was just playing around with DAO and setting it up and like thinking we'll do something with this later. And of course, if I knew when we would launch it and how the token distribution, I would think it more through right at that point. It's like the guy who had a lot of tokens when we started, but not more part of the team. We would have, I should have added like a vesting or like a buyback or something like that at that time, and make sure we had like a distribution and things like that. So that's definitely.
To be fair though, Will, that sounds like weak as fucking piss. That like, I mean, I don't know what mechanics from you and stuff, but like that's a bit the weak as fucking piss for like people as intelligent as us, right?
Yeah, no, but that was it. But what we did.
Well, I heard Yeoman's space last night. You're not speaking to the plebs. Will, if you come in here, but Will, we want to listen. We want to understand. Like literally, have you made any fucking real fundamental fucking errors here, like Will or what? Because this is a place like admit it if you have,
So what was the last word?
Like I'm just wondering, like, dude, like, have you like realized that, like, oh shit, we fucked up?
Yeah, I mean, but I think like what we did wrong was when we launched it now, right? That we should have been clear. It's been like a 2-man project that we set up the DAO, and the goal was to bootstrap and distribute these tokens as we go. And it's like 75 million of the tokens in there that we need to distribute. I think it's hard to do that in the bear market without sales pressure. We definitely should have done it differently. And I think like adding those, it's like 27,000 solar per day for 180 days, like rewards in the LP on osmosis. And that's, of course, crushing it as well, like the price. So it became like a pump and dump. And it's, which, we did too little too late to try to avoid it. And it's, of course, like a lot of things you can do better. I think that's it. But you have to also, like, we did this with like good as possible intentions. We are building stuff. We are going to keep doing that. So I think that's where we are. We're happy to try to answer everything and like any questions on it and show where the money is. I mean, you can follow all these transactions as well, right? What is sold from NFT sales to what is kind of sold in the liquidity or on osmosis and put into the DAO treasury. So
Well, at least Will, because we are friends and I regard you as a friend, at least you fucking come up here and spoke and like, you said like, it's too little too late, blah, blah, blah. And like, at least you fucking do come up and say something. And I do respect that mind daily. We have been joined on the stage by Mr. Tank. I see we've got a few other speakers who might want to say something. Hello, Tank. Good morning to you, sir.
Good morning. Good morning, everybody. How's everybody doing?
We're at a bit of a crossroads, We have our friend Willie, and he's like, we're probably like fucked up. But the guys have been doing like great stuff, like on the, it's one of those. RAC FM always say like everybody has to like be able to get a fair hearing, and we always have to hear like every side of the story. Isn't this what RAC FM's about, Tank? These times, yeah.
Yeah, I appreciate kind of like what you're just saying. I do appreciate it. It's like it's hard to be perfect. Nobody's perfect, right? But coming up and pushing forward and being open about it and admitting it and learning is the best thing, man.
So, Tank, have you been following this situation over like about the last, it's only the last, 36 hours, 24 hours, I think, since Ray's had another bee in his bonnet, you could say?
Not really, to be honest with you. And I apologize. I've just been kind of focused on what we were doing with Maneki. I just wanted real quick, and I'm sorry not to pivot, but I see Amir here. I just want to take a quick moment to tell him congratulations. I appreciate him. I appreciate everybody that's ever supported us. I love it, man. But yeah, and now that we're done with that, though, definitely focused.
Thank you so much, live there.
Do you know what, Tank? I'm going to say this. Finn's got the best expression for like a you in the world. He's like, damn, the guy's at the gym every day and goes to church once a week. That's where I'm putting my fucking money. That's Finn. He is. He's like, I'm putting my money in the God-fearing man. That's where my fucking money's going.
Just, Robo, you don't need to go to church to fear God. You can fear God every day and believe in God every day.
Oh, you feel God through a sweet potato, don't you? Don't you? By the way, I forgot my headphones. I've come out for a walk and I forgot my headphones. What a disgrace. But I do. Listen, Will. Listen. Oh, you're back, dude. Bruce, maybe you should like mediate some space with Ray and Will if they want to come on. I'll get on holiday for 2 weeks when this happens. But you might want to mediate it, Bruce.
I would love to do that, man. I love mediating. Favorite position is to be neutral. Like, I think Straylight knows a little about this. He left. But as a Swede, he's Swedish, right? Half Swedish. I think also you're Swedish, right, Will?
Oh, Ray is Swedish. No, I'm a Norwegian, though, so we'll be fighting regardless, I think. But,
okay, good to hear. But yeah, I'm Danish, so yeah, I know a little about mediating.
Yeah, it will be nice. Nice to do it in Scandinavian.
But yeah, I would love to do that, man. Get Ray up here, man. He has some strong opinions. Not to discourage you in any way, Will, but he's putting people in prison.
Yeah, no, that's all good. Let's do that. Happy to answer and discuss and take that.
Yeah, I'm just taking the piss, right? I don't think this is that serious in regards to going to jail, but It's good. As Tank says, it's really good to talk about, and I also appreciate you coming up here and putting your head on the butchering block.
I think there's a bigger point, Bruce, being missed here, and I think the bigger point is this: any DAOs, right, through DAO that have been used in fundraising situations or whatever, yeah, I just need to be very fucking careful. And it's like, that's why, like, RAC FM, like I said before, we're taking like baby steps, like you wouldn't believe, registering as like a Panamanian foundation. We're making sure that we do like every fucking single thing so that every penny can be traced, blah, blah, blah. Like there's going to be no questions over RAC FM. That's what you need to do with your DAO. Like literally, your DAO treasury address is there for everyone to see and blah, blah, and everything can be traced from there. You just need to be fucking very careful, Bruce. In this day and age, like 12, 13-year-old kids can chain snipe for days. Like there's kids like they'll chain snipe on Fiverr for like $15 an hour all day long.
Talking about chain sniping and kids, I don't know if you know this, but there's a prep going on in the corporation right now to do a fat bribe to all the employees of the corporation with 120 solar for each. Just so you know.
Well, let's just like keep that one under wraps. Let's see how that one goes, yeah, shall we? No comment.
Robo, if you don't mind, I absolutely love what you're saying right there. And not that I'm anybody to give any advice to anybody, to be honest with you, but if you guys don't mind, like I do want to just really stress what you were just saying right there. Like I know there's a lot of hype and a lot of momentum and a lot of people pressuring, it seems, individuals, teams, NFT projects, or even people that are just trying to build something with their community to implement DAOs and DAO tooling. Be slow. Like if I was to tell my friends this, like I would tell my family this, like it would all be the same. It's like my humble suggestion to everybody is just there's no need to rush into anything. Be really, really mindful. Be really, really slow. Don't listen to everybody's pressure. Like if you have funding from your NFT project, like there's no rush for you to put all of that funding in a very vulnerable spot when it comes to any DAO. Like it doesn't need to be DAO. It could be any other platform or smart contract space that has DAO tooling. There's really absolutely no rush for anybody to rush into creating an entity like legally with DAOs or anything like that. Be careful.
Couldn't agree more, Tank. I'm glad you're like... So, Tank, you know why RAC FM's been taking a really, really fucking slow and putting in all the building blocks first, like literally do, yeah? Tank fucking knows, man, what it takes to run a business. That's what, look at your DAO like a business. And in the real world, you run businesses like proper fucking, you execute. Isn't that right, Bruce? Like we've just executed, yeah?
Absolutely, we keep executing what you're talking about, man.
And cover your back. And cover your back. I mean, fucking this is what Tank's talking about. How many these people, like their backs are wide open, like they haven't got a clue, they think they're making money. You're going to get fucking shut right down, son.
Careful not to jinx us, bro, man. But yeah, really, really, really important to cover your back, man. Chris also knows about this with the DAO setup and the tokenomics and all that shit, man. It's still an experiment, all this, and you really, really fucking need to take it slow, like Tank says, because we fuck up humans. Like I was reading back about the DVPN wallet, where the dude fucking put in the seed phrase in the memo, on-chain forever. The wallet there. Be careful, be mindful, guys. I'm also questioning the decision, Robo, to let you take care of all the staking rewards, but since it's only 50 and we're testing stuff out, I'll let it slide this time.
Robo get ragged.
Yeah, maybe, I think so. Anyways, man, it's a recorded space we're hitting.
Oh, I've just jumped in the wing stop. Wait a minute. There's my friend. Tell her, say hello.
Hello. Hi, everybody.
Hey, what's up, man? Welcome live on Recorded Spaces Forever.
Wait a minute. Tell her what we got. What we got on the you got 400, like 3 gram pan song to me.
Yes.
The new one, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, Bruce, I'll not be a minute, mate. I'm going to go and sort some weed out. 2 minutes.
No worries, man. What about you, Tank? Welcome up, man.
I just want to say, Toasty's PFP or profile pic is fucking awesome. I see you down there. That movie with Jean-Claude Van Damme, Bloodsport, was one of my fucking favorite movies back in the day, and I absolutely love your profile pic. That is hilarious. That is awesome.
I love that movie too, bro, man. It's always good.
Oh, Bruce, help me. What was the guy's name? I loved him to death. I can't remember his name though. Shit.
Bro, I'm not that old, man.
You didn't have you never seen Bloodsport?
Yeah, of course I've seen Bloodsport. What are you talking about, bro?
Okay, I was gonna say
bro, but I'm not that old that I remember that dude's name.
I gotta Google it. It's gonna bug me. I gotta Google it.
Go for it, but like shit, Van Damme in those days, he was just the baddest of the asses. Like, he was so cool. I remember first time and I found out that he went to ballet school. I think it was like 15 or something. It just broke my world.
Donald Gibb. He played Ray Jackson. That's right. Donald Gibb. Bro, he's still alive. Holy crap. That's awesome.
His IMDb picture, he looks older now. Totally different, right?
Yeah, dude. He's still a big dude.
Thanks, congrats on the giveaway, man, with the watches. Finally closed
not
that.
Me. I would say congrats to everybody else, man. Emir killed it. We had another one of our members, Sirius, also want to watch. He actually wants me to ship him the watch, so I'm going to ship it to him this weekend. Unfortunately, I didn't realize. I just lose track of time. It's obviously Easter weekend and stuff like that, so I gotta probably get it out today. But yeah, Emir won close to $395 worth in USDC. So that's awesome. I'm kind of happy because I also wanted that watch as well myself. So.
But that's amazing, bro. I fucking love it. Congratulations, Emir, man. That's huge win, man. And nice giving back, Tank. Beautiful to see in community like that. Love it. Will, when you got time to set up a space so we can get this shit sorted?
Yeah, just let me know. I'll try to get on when I can do it. So to join.
Okay, man. I'll sort it out with Jay, man.
Yeah, you do that, and then we'll get together. Perfect. Thanks.
Awesome. What up, Chris?
Hey, I'm about to head out, Bruce. Thank you for the time this morning. I definitely appreciate it. I have to go. I have to teach a jiu-jitsu class at 10, so I've got to head out. And I am going to say this. Where is the nest? Which tweet is it? So I have a tweet. Actually, just let me repost it real quick. What I'll do, Bruce, is we'll do a quick giveaway. The first person that can reply to this tweet with one of the fighters, one of the 3 fights tonight, if they name one of the fighters, because obviously the cards don't say the name, but if you know who's fighting tonight and you can tell which NFT is which fighter, just by looking at it and by looking at the serial number, we will give you, just DM me your Juno address and we'll give you an NFT. And you know what? We'll do one of each fighter. So up to 6 different NFTs that we'll do a giveaway for right now. And let me go ahead and drop off the mic and repost that.
And you're just posting that on your Fight Farm profile. Anyways, guys, live fucking giveaway right now, man, from Chris and Fight Farm. Juno Bets, they got some names. Love Child got many names. Oh, that's awesome. Fucking
All right,
awesome,
there we
man.
go. So if you check the nest, you can see there are 6 small pictures of NFTs. If you zoom in, you should be able to tell which of those 6 fighters. There's 3 different fights that we're going to have betting in Juno Bets today. and it's these 6 fighters. So just reply to that post and name the fighter, and the first ones to guess the fighters correctly, I'll DM you for your Juno address, and I'll make sure I mint you a free NFT for that fighter.
Oh, sorry, my mic was fucking muted, man. So all you need to do is drop a comment of one of the 5 or 6 fighters in the comments. That's it. One of the names. Oh, he jumped down, man. He's coming back up, but yeah, I guess so. Bros, hurry up, man. Do it. Get it. It's gonna be worth a lot of money in the future, man. 16-year schedule.
Did I rug, Bruce? I think I rugged, but I think I heard you telling them to name the 6 fighters to win the NFTs. So thank you.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well,
exactly,
thanks
man.
for the space this morning. Thanks for the time. Thank you for everyone for listening. If you have questions, feel free to DM me. White paper coming soon. We'll be mentioning OmniFlix. Hopefully those guys get the IBC transfer testing done and ready for us. I would love to see 30,000 NFTs, IBC transfer to Juno, and stake in DAO. How amazing would that be to see that many NFTs go in there to claim that 10% airdrop? Anyways, have a great day, guys. I'm off to teach a class, and I'll see you next time.
Thank you, Chris, man. See you next time, man. Thank you for dropping by.
Thank you, Robo. Thank you, everybody. See ya.
Later, brother.
See you, Chris.
That's my jiu-jitsu brother right there, man. I'm supposed to be teaching a class today too, but man, I've done 6 classes this week, and I'm just like, I'm done. I'm not doing it.
Am I getting rugged? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Am I getting rugged?
Awesome. Yeah, you're good. You're good, thing. But yeah, definitely, bros, hook up. Do some community shit, man. You both like gaming and touching other guys, I guess. So I think you got something in common.
Yeah, I gotta grab them right in the webbles. Gotta grab them right there where it's sensitive.
And with that, I think we're gonna wrap up this space, man. Finn timestamp this as a good clip with Tank when you listen back to the recording. 2.5 hours, man.
Between this spaces or any space that I'm on and any of my live streams, there's too much. I'm never embarrassed, bro. There's too much stuff to clip.
We're gonna need to touch them right in the Huevos NFT, please. Thank you. Bye.
Right in the Huevos.
Awesome, guys. Remember to go and claim the special. Oh my God, man. Remember to go and claim the RAC FM special collection drop, 2nd out of 10. Check it out in the nest. Go participate in Chris's NFT giveaway. It's only a comment, guys. And with that, I just want to close it with this was RAC FM Saturday special with Chris from FightNight.Bbandz. Thank you for dropping in, guys. And Will, I'll see you.
It's the RAC show coming from the RAC store. Bet is back in the Mac in the back flow. Let's go, chillin' with raccoons by the back door. Take calls so you can stake more. All I wanna do is making dough, right? But I found this crew and doing alright. We RAC will bitch, ready to fight. So many raccoons ready for the boss life. I might fly high like a kite, right? But always ready for a shite for the right price. Raccoon supply has the right price. Giving you respect if it's likewise. So I'm buying all the mean guys with the clean heart. Read between lies, laser beam through lean eyes. Larry or with clean lies, trash mouth, mean smile, be wise. NFT wise, fuck with these guys. It's the RAC rap from the back lab. 100 NFTs in my backpack. Crazy RAC rap from the stash app. RAC will take a lead in this haystack. It's the RAC rap from the back lab. 100 NFTs in my backpack. Crazy RAC back from the stash app. RAC will take a lead in this haystack. Blast that RAC rap from the stash app. Supplying the raccoons with a headbang rap. RAC gang with the RAC will slang like a trash can. Hoodie with fangs and a gold chain. It's either RAC will or the red pill. Best chill while we get into the first meal. Best feel, best devs with the best skill. No shill, all real, secret is a great deal. RAC will insane, Shane better stand fast. Robo shooting his tweets with straight facts. No knowledge from the street. With the best plan yet, Winston gotta eat if you retweet that. Free of a live feed from the base camp. McKenna always ready if you dare that. Buying all raccoons for his rare stash. Trash panda biker gang, motherfucking hashtag. It's the rack lab from the back lab. 100 NFTs in my backpack. Crazy rack lab from the stash app. Rack will taking lead in this haystack. It's the rack lab from the back lab. 100 NFTs in my backpack. Crazy rack back from the stash app. Rack will taking lead in this haystack.
TerraSpaces.